What is Jefferson's method? Jefferson's method divides all population by a modified divisor and then rounds the result down to the lower quota. Sometimes, the total number of seats will be too large, and other times, it will be too small. We keep guessing modified divisors until the method assigns the correct total number of seats. Likewise, the Jefferson method avoids the problem of an apportionment resulting in a surplus or a deficit of house seats using a divisor that will result in the correct number of seats being apportioned. So what does this necessarily mean? So first, you are just going to divide all population by the modified divisor. So how can you do that? So in order to find the modified divisor, you are just going first to add all the population and then divide it by the total number of seats that is available in the House of Representatives. So, say the total number of population is 1,000 and the total seats that is available is 10. So 1,000 divided by 10, so that it will be 100. So 100 now will be our modified divisor. Here are the 6 steps to follow in Jefferson's method. Number 1, find the standard divisor. So the standard divisor now will be total number of population divided by the number of seats. Number 2, pick a modified divisor that is represented by small letter d, that is slightly less than the standard divisor. Number 3, divide each state population by the modified divisor to get its modified quota. Number 4, round each modified quota down to its lower quota. 5, find the sum of the lower quotas. And number 6, if the sum is the same as the number of seats to be apportioned, then you are done. If the sum is too large, pick a new modified divisor that is larger than letter D, or our standard divisor. Now, if the sum is too small, pick a new modified divisor that is smaller than D. Then repeat steps 3 through 6 until the correct number of seats apportioned. Now, let's take a look at this example. So, supposedly, if a country had 4 states and a 20 seats House of Representatives are available. So, dito meron tayong state A, B, C, and D. So, 4 na state. And so, kada state ay mayroong population. Okay? So, state A has 2,560. State B has 3,315. State C has 995. And state D had 5,012. So, para makuha natin yung standard divisor, kailangan lang natin i-add yung total number of population from state A to B. So that will be 2,560 plus 3,315 plus 995 plus 5,012. So state A to B, that will be equal to 11,882. So na-total na natin ang population. Now, what we are going to do? So there are 20 seats na available. So kaya 11,882 will be divided into 20. At makukuha na natin ang modified divisor na 594.1. At si 594.1 ang i-divide natin sa kada population ng isang state. So take a look at the quotient na nakuha natin in each state. So in state A, 2,560 divided by the modified divisor, 594.1, that will be 4.31. Now, state B, 3,315 divided by 594.1, that was 5.58. Next will be state C, which has 995 divided by 594.1, that will become 1.67. So state D, 5,012 divided by 594.1, that was 8.44. So ano yung next na ginawa doon sa seats apportion? So ang sinasabi po natin na lower quota doon sa nauna ay makikita natin dito. So, kung sa numbers, di ba, we are thought of rounding off the numbers into its nearest ones, tens, or hundreds. Pero dito, sa Jefferson's method, hindi tayo kailangang mag-round off kahit po may decimal. So, ang kailangan natin na whole number ay yung mas mababa doon sa counted na decimal or doon sa quotient. So take a look at letter A sa state A. So ang quotient niya po ay 4.31. So ang lower quota ng 4.31 will be 4. So that will be the seat apportioned for state A. So state B naman 5.58. So imbis na i-round off 6, ang lower quota ay 5, naging 5. So sa state C naman 1.67, kung i-round off sana that will be 2. Pero nasa lower quota nga tayo, that will be 1 lang po ang total. And also sa state B 5012, ang quotient niya po is 8.44. The seats apportioned will be 8. So, ano nang gagawin natin dito sa seats apportion? So, yung seat apportion ngayon ay i-add natin. So, kung yung seat apportion po ay mag-total ng 20, which is the available seats, then, okay na, we are done. So, 4 plus 5 plus 1 plus 8, that would be total of 18 seats. So, meron tayong 2 surplus. Ibig sabihin, meron tayong dalawang kulang. So, 18. So, what we are going to do? So, since meron tayong kulang na dalawa out of the 20 seats na available, ang seats apportioned lang ay 18 gamit ang 594.1 na modified divisor. What we're going to do now is to lower the modified divisor. So, tinry natin, nababaan si modified divisor from 594.1, ibinaba natin to 550. Meaning, si 550 na po yung i-divide natin doon sa lahat ng population sa kada states. So, take a look sa A. So, 2,560 divided by 550, that will be 4.65. Sa B naman, we have 6.03. Sa letter C naman, we have 1.81. Sa letter D, we have 9.11. So, titingnan natin if the lower quota pa rin ang pagbabasihan, if the lower quota ay magiging akma and exact doon sa seats apportion. So, take a look. So, state A, 4.65, that will be lower quota ay 4. Next, state B, 6.03, that the lower quota is 6. State C naman, we have 1.81, so we have a lower quota of 1. And state D, we have 9.11, a lower quota of 9. So, let's add the seats apportion. 4 plus 6 plus 1 plus 9 from A, B, C, D respectively. And now we get 20 total seats in the House of Representatives. So what does this imply? This implies that when we lower the quota or the divisor to 550, we can get an exact apportionment to the seats on House of Representatives. So that ganun lang po kadali yung steps in Jefferson method. Pag hindi gumana yung unang modified divisor, so kailangan lang natin mag-guess ng modified divisor in order for us to arrive at the exact apportionment ng seats sa House of Representatives.